Okay, so it says it's streaming. I'm gonna grab my iPad to see what's actually happening. With these new settings, it really should not be too crazy to live stream. Now I just need to go to my channel and boom, look at this. Clone Army. We're doing stuff. How does it sound? Close. Alrighty. So we're live streaming. I'm hoping the audio sounds pretty sweet. I think this will be great. And it's going to be kind of crazy to build this. Well, I'm already liking it good enough that I don't need to keep my headphones in because I'm just have the stream pulled up on my iPad right here. Boom. Infinite live stream cameras. So my plan is to live stream for about an hour, but also the goal is to finish this MOC. So I'm basically building two base plates together and kind of thinking low terrain, mostly flat level, but put in some level, let's build some actual terrain, such as rocks and things like that. And then these guys we will decorate with after the fact. But essentially it is going to be our Ahsoka army versus these droids. And we have a lot of them. And then I also have this whole stuff from the I was going to say Ahsoka, but ooh, that'd be cool. Sorry. The Avatar sets. So I kind of want to take somehow take this tree and kind of, we could maybe put it somewhat over there. I'm probably going to dismantle this a little bit because we really are just figuring out our plan, because I want, basically we have this, it's feeling too compact. We almost should have it coming through, or something like this. Basically, we want some of the droids. I like this better as a background. And the droids are coming through. And maybe we don't use the tree. I don't know. Or we could put the tree. Ooh, we could use the tree as for the clones, because the clones don't have a big thing like this. So that's where figuring out how we want to do it would be good. And I feel like the Pandora from Avatar feels very Star Wars-esque, so that's why I was thinking this will be a perfect kind of setting. Basically, do rocks, make it feel like it's in this little world of Pandora, and that's going to be sweet. And one of the other things I have I'm going to take you all on a ride, is I am thinking of possibly destroying this Lego set, taking it all down so that we can... my little brother's knocking. Hi. Sorry. So I don't know if I'll do that yet or not. He got picked up. So, because I need green pieces, that's sort of why. But also maybe I don't make the floor green. We could go gray. The other pieces I have, this is kind of where all my plates are. We have some black, gray, a bunch of light gray. I don't know. And what this would be good, because this kind of gives a good style, is maybe we throw grays and dark browns. That would look awesome. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. Dark grays and browns. So in here, we've got some of these and these. Put those over there. Sorry for the spinning, making you dizzy. Then I know we'll want a bunch of this pieces. And then over here, a lot more. That's black. Don't need that. I want these smaller ones because I feel like those will work great. So this is kind of how I typically build my MOCs. Is just a big pile like this, and then it kind of starts coming together, being pieced together. Okay, so let's also clear the rest of these clones out. We don't need them. And now with what we got, let's do our preliminary layout. I also don't need this on. I need to grab a brick separator. I have a huge bag of brick separators. There we go. So to help the space on this feel correct, oh, we could go through that. That could be sweet. I don't know if what I'll take apart on this. Probably for sure take this off, because don't need the floating island. This is tricky. Hey, Orange. Yep, you're the first one here. Oh, sweet. Wait, whoa. Hey, why'd you leave, Orange Lot? It was good seeing you here. For the little bit, that was fun to have you in my recommendations. Have me be in your recommendations. Yeah. So... yeah, I'm just trying to get back into live streaming again, so we'll see how it all... oh my, I'm going to break stuff up. But, there we go. That's more so at least what we're wanting. We don't need this crazy tall piece. This is not gonna fit what we're going for today. And these pins are really cool. I haven't used them too often. So let's throw that over in our extras bin. So these basically we can put build things up. I'm thinking I want a platform of at least a couple bricks up. So let's grab our bricks. Put this all together. So this is just giving the rough idea how, let's clear things out of the way. One of the things, I should get one of those mats again. I used to build on that because then it would not be quite so loud. And then we throw some of that terrain there. They're coming here. And I know I for sure do want these droids going through something, like kind of coming in between. It's not necessarily a valley, but it's kind of like a valley. Welcome, viewers, whoever is in chat. Good to have you, or in our stream. So we're gonna build something right there. Ooh, what if we take out this centerpiece? And essentially, we could, for this diorama, have them basically coming through right here. Because look at that. That is like a perfect fit. Like, it can't actually technically fit through it. That's, oops. But it does look, if we kind of angle it like that, it looks like it did perfectly fit. So I think that's pretty good. We do this on an angle like so, and I like keeping the basic structure of that. And then we put some of these, we can use this flower ink over here, and some of this up there. This little thing's probably going to be here. And then backdrop of lining up our rocks. It's gonna be something kind of like that. Okay, this is coming together. I'm loving how we just kind of have to piece stuff together, and then we start seeing how it's gonna work. So then we'll just have troops coming all around up there, and I also definitely want to give this a little bit more depth on the clone troopers side, having something like that's, we're going to build all our rocks up there. So then we'll need little bushes. There's going to be bushes all about, but I don't know how much more rock stuff. We'll definitely throw in some of this, like build up the rock terrain. But that seems pretty awesome. Sorry, I should not be blowing. I think it actually, here, let me know if the microphone sounds better now. This is looking super good. And the grays kind of work. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to build it up and give it like almost a framing. Let's do a quick. Hey Rufus. Yes, thanks for your suggestion on getting some closer of the view. Here is this working a little better. Maybe this will show us what's going on. So I want to do a quick search. We want to see how does Lego. So I'm just searching on my iPad right here real quick. So Lego, like the Star Wars dioramas. Star Wars Lego diorama. Just because I want to see how they do the frames. Because I think it does look like, and I know the terrible glare, but not videos. Where's the images? Yeah, I just needed to look at one of these images. So it does have a framing, which would be pretty sweet to do. But I also want to build it on the base plate. So, because I'm not totally going full diorama, but I am building it based on a diorama. So, now I'm just gotta pull back, there we go, to my live stream. And yeah, and one of the things I've done, like say up here on my Lego City, is because I have so many just not good looking colors for the mills plates, I've done an outline like this. And so I could do that because my plan of where this goes is it's gonna be on this shelf over here. And so that's one other reason I was thinking of taking apart this Lego set and using the pieces from it, because I feel like a lot of them would work, but that's also where I want to put this. Yeah, I think we might have to take some pieces off of that set or at least that build, to build this one up. But for now, let's kind of start working on this. Because we could could almost build a black outline. Yeah, I think we're going to do the same style that I've done on my Lego, on my MOCs, or not my MOCs, the modular buildings up there, just how they have that little border. So it's going to have basically be on a mills plate. So that means we need a ton of bricks. Now, where are my other bricks? Okay, here, you're gonna come on a little adventure. Here's all the bricks we are gonna use. We need a lot more, because this is what I use to build up our area. And over here, we could use a ton of these. I don't want to. I have a ton of black ones. And so I think we'll use all of this. And so our first step is kind of work from the back, or kind of build it up a little bit at a time. Such as, well, I'll also have this thing of colorful bricks, because I just like to use all the colorful bricks on my mills plates underneath. And then this is what we're doing. Just kind of got to outline our area. And this one's going to not have anything too special, just enough to keep it stable. And then we also, the ultimate way to keep it stable is our 1x1 bricks just scattered throughout here. This is the part that can be so messy, because it does not matter at all. Now I think this will give enough structure. Yeah, and one of my favorite parts of doing the mills system is it just gives it stability, and so when we move stuff around and grabbing it, it's actually going to be sturdy, and so that will work. And I'm trying to think, do I want, I can put it, yeah, we'll just build this all as one piece together, meaning I'm going to just attach it right here with some bricks. So we can just throw some of these guys that spread across two. I don't want to use that one. I want it to be a little bit stronger. Ah, this one works. And yeah, let's get that one going. And then some of these structural pieces. Another thing we could do is something I've done for the base of a mountain I'm working on. And I have a lot of progress to do. That's all I'm trying to say. But there's the pieces that people use for the art frames, and we could use these ones. I just don't have a ton of them. If you see down there. Yeah. And that's going to give so much stability to that mountain, especially whenever I have to move it. And then but because I don't have too many more, it's like I don't think it'll be good for this project. There we go. Oh, one thing I just remembered, I wanted to set up another camera for this as a time lapse. So that's should be pretty quick. All I need to do is I have this tripod and the camera in this drawer. And so real quick, you get to just see behind the scenes, just because I'm making a YouTube video with this, and so that's why we just need to do this. Where it was on right here, time-lapse movie disabled. We just got to do shooting moving subjects. We'll do medium. So basically every 5 seconds it's taking a picture, and I hope it's not going to be a super loud shutter speed, because that would be bad. And this should be good. So now all I have to do is put this, it's going to be off screen over here, capturing the build process so that all the people that are watching this on the YouTube video will get to see it happen, the behind the scenes. Let's see, last thing, oops. Okay, what is it trying to tell me? It's saying a weird button. Start and stop movie recording. Oh, I don't know what button that is. That's a problem. This is a new camera to me, so that's why I'm slightly confused. Okay, I think it's doing a time lapse. So we're good to go. Continue our building. Now this part, we may not want to use one of these big pieces just because I can be a little bit just throwing other pieces because we have this thing on top. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Also, I've been wanting to throw some of this green in there to mix things up, but I don't know which one, like where I want to do that. For this bit back here, let's just get that done. So this just need to put it right here. So anyone that is here, my question of the day: what sort of stuff do you enjoy building? Like ultimately my favorite stuff is doing, it's not even Star Wars builds. I typically do castle MOCs and some city stuff, but mostly it's all castles and fantasy. And so you'll probably kind of going to see some of the almost fantasy elements come out in this build versus pure Star Wars fan. But that is just how I go, because I love all that fantasy stuff. But funny enough, I do not play D&D, because that's like typically I'm always like, yeah, I like fantasy, and then people are like, oh, okay, so you play D&D? I'm like, well, no, I don't. I build Lego instead. That is how I get my fantasy fill. And watch fantasy movies like Lord of the Rings. So Lego Lord of the Rings, that is my favorite theme. And one of the things, I used to do these live streams back in the day, long ago. Sorry, I'm basically in the back corner of the screen doing some building, but it's slowly going to morph, getting closer and closer. And so it's kind of nice to be doing a live stream again. But one of the things of taking 3 years off is I don't have any like other people that used to watch me. I don't know if any of them are coming back. Also because I used to do it on Twitch, but I just like YouTube better now. There we go. Got this piece done. And then just need to sprinkle a couple of these supports in here. Kind of do one in the center and then one in each of those centers. You can kind of see where it's like there's a box, and then in the center of that is this, and then each of that almost creates little boxes, and then in the center of each of those. And I am not too specific on that. Don't overthink it. But then that makes it, the whole thing, very sturdy. And that's all we're looking for. So now we gotta just break this piece off a little bit to figure out what we want to do, because it has, as I was lining it all up, you'll see it from right here. What we're gonna do is it basically comes from the top. We can see this brick that lines up perfectly right there, and then right here lines up perfectly right there. So that's why we just need to remove these little circular pieces. But not destroy too much. Yep, there's the destroying too much that I have done. Well, now we just have to rebuild it all. I did not know how this was going. Okay. That goes like so. This is where the need some crazy awesome building skills. This is master builder work right here. Trying to figure out the complexities of what is all falling apart. I don't even know what pieces fell off now. But that, I think that looks good. Now I just need to put this one. It was somewhere, like, I think it was right there. Well, hello, how do you need some help? KLIV. I am known to be a master builder, as we are learning right now. I've built many things in my days. This is going to look kind of dumb if I do that, but I kind of like it. Let's put... No, that's going to be too tall. Because we only need one more brick. Because, yeah, we just need to put one brick right there. That's all I'm trying to figure out. Where is a good brick? And then this was right here. Kind of helps it out. So I guess we'll just use this gray one. And that should do it. Oh, no. Can you see it all falling apart? Oh, my. As I said, master builder. Okay, sweet. So that's pretty much set. We can just throw that right there and it'll look good. And we put a bush right here and you can't even tell. It looks dumb. That is how you know you're professional. Though I need to make the bush go that way. I don't have any good pieces. Well, actually I do. We just have to make this clip on the side somehow. But now let's work on this other side. Let's not destroy everything again, because I very well might. Oh my. This is delicate. You know, I was going to say this isn't delicate Lego surgery, but one thing I know I could never be is a surgeon. So just be glad that I'm doing it on Legos instead of any of you. Because, yeah, I would never pass surgery school. They'd be like, can you build, you just need to extract one piece of the lungs and then put it all back together. And then we would see that I would be missing a part. And everyone would be like, hey, what did you do? And maybe I'd accidentally sew the scissors back into someone's lungs. Where was this? Oh, that goes right there. Okay, I think it's being pieced together. Doing these sort of contraption-y build things like that are always so crazy. Okay, now that lines up perfectly. Now this one over here, though, we do need to throw this brick plate. And I might just remove this stuff in the center, because then it makes it way easier to just click it all in. Now all we basically have to do is, oh my, push that on, and ta-da, it is barely on. This requires some hefty pressure. I don't know if any of you have ever seen those Lego hammers, but like, that is what you need. Awesome. So now we got this whole thing not pushed on. Let's see. Okay. What did I do wrong? Because, yeah, that goes right there. Nice. Now, this will basically take up that whole space. And then to make it just feel kind of a little lively over there, we just need to throw like one plant and bush. Oh my, I just launched one of those. Put one plant and bush in the background over here. Or one rock and plant. And so to do that, we got a rock coming together, and then basically like that plant. And there's the thing I launched. A nice thing is with having all these pieces that we took off, you know what would also be good? If I could take these little things off. But that certainly would make it look, oh my, look better. This is a delicate thing. But since it's already off, now we might as well do what I was wanting to do. And then all I need is, ooh, I should put some angles. Like, let's throw something that, now this is where we gotta do a little bit of blending, because you can see it's a harsh line right there. So to do blending, I like to use angled pieces. So I have a whole box of those. And so like right here, that does not work. We just need like this thing. Throw that on right there. Then on the other side, do the same. Now squeeze that in. Oh, and also I gotta put one of these on. So that, boom, put some of this. Ta-da! It's like feeling a little bit more natural, not quite so harsh. Now just gotta wiggle that piece out. Yikes, that launched high. Okay, now for a good angled piece. Doesn't need to be too big. Nice, nice. This is looking awesome. Now, just need one of those other 2x4s, or you could throw this brown piece. Okay. With a little 1x2. I just need a small little piece. Got one right there. See what's all happening in there. And now just place this all back together, nice and sturdy. Something, it got thrown off a little bit. How did it get so thrown off? Just somehow needs to be all moved over to the left by like one brick. Because yeah, that goes right there. And then this goes right there. Nice. I think that looks great. Okay, so let's build that rock feature over here. And since it's a diorama, or like a front-on diorama, it doesn't have to look too good, because that's kind of the back, and like we're gonna have this be the back of the rock and flip that way, and then boom, looks great. Now, some of you may not like my building style, but that is the best part of Lego, is we each get our own, can do whatever we want. Actually, don't like that rock right there. One of the things I don't actually like with this is, let's give you kind of the angle so we can see what's going on. So they come through right there, and then kind of want to make it look like branches have been flattened or something, like as they were cruising through here. So could do like tall grasses on the side, and then, hey, yeah, I'm just freestyling this. So kind of building my own world that looks, it's like not even based off of any world in the Star Wars universe. I'm just going for it. I'm using pieces from Pandora from the Avatar sets, but that's yeah, that's about it. And then everything else, just really doing it however I want. Yeah, that looks good. I definitely feel like we need a plant up here. That's for sure. So, oh, here we go. We got this piece. And thank you. I'm glad you think it looks cool. I appreciate that. Because all I need is, oh, that actually works well. I just put that one piece up there. Okay, so that almost will complete the droid side. Like, all we need to do, really, is throw a few more of these little pieces out here, and it will just give it some depth, and that's all we'll need, because then once we throw all our droids in here, it's going to liven up the space a lot. And as we're putting the droids in, it will give us more ideas for little rock placements we can do and the sorts like that. And we'll definitely need some stuff over here. Like, I want to put a little bit of these rocks, but somehow make them look integrated into this world. It's simple, like things like that. You just put one piece, boom, we're set. Okay, so what could have been a good idea? I don't know if I want to change it up or not, but like, say we could have used all these green pieces back here, and like almost like this bridge is a portal, and we definitely could still do that. Ooh, that would look cool. Because I do want to use some green. I was planning on using them on the this droid side, and so this is where it's going to be kind of tricky, kind of melding the greens together. With the browns and grays. Okay, one thing, this we can, maybe we'll start over in this corner, work our way into the center again. And so by doing this, all we really will need is some bunch of supports, and I want to make it one more tall because we made this a brick taller. And just to give it a little bit of stability, we're going to build these supports And I think let's make them 3 bricks tall so that they match the rest of this. Not too hard to do. Hey, yo, how you doing? House of Pool Trick Shots. I like that. Trick. That's a tongue twister right there. It's like cool trick shots, but pool. I'm so cool. I'm pool trick shots. Oh, righty. I mean, you are, not me. I'm not cool at pool trick shots. Okay, that's definitely weak right now. We're going to do a little bit of stuff to add supports to it, but we're also going to basically... it's definitely becoming gray. I don't want it to just be a gray build. So let's put this gray over there, and this piece is kind of up here. And then let's make the green kind of greenery up here. And to make it not so tricky, I like having this dark gray. And the melding is going to be crazy. I don't know how to do this. Oh, that's good. I'm so glad you're doing so good. I'm doing pretty great myself. It's always nice when you can sit down and build some Lego. I enjoy it. So, and it's also fun to be able to do it with you guys. And later today, I'm gonna go play some of that pickleball. I don't play it too often, but I have a few friends that wanted to play it, so I'm like, okay, let's go, let's do it. And one thing that we could, I don't know how well it's gonna work to help meld all this together. Why is it so squeaky? It'll be fine, but I have a bucket of these pieces. We can just throw these everywhere. So, because like basically we have a straight line right here, but I'll definitely do some more stuff to get it together, but throw some of these with some of this. It's like it can come together. So that's going to be some of the detailing work once we get our main build put together. And so this, now I do know, I'm kind of, maybe instead of right here, we do a hill that builds up a little bit more. So all we have to do is use a bunch of this piece and kind of build it up. And it's going to be somewhat similar to what I've done over here on my mountain path, kind of just build up little pieces at a time. And I think that would look really good. Where right here, it can be kind of slope up, and then right here, a little bit more cliff-like. Not too cliff heavy because it's only like 2 bricks tall. But yeah, definitely need some more of these little slopes. Okay, I'm getting kind of sidetracked with a few different things. Let's do our greenery. That's what I was doing at first. Thank you. I'm glad you're liking it. Yeah, it's coming together. Just kind of from the beginning started. But oh wait, I'm doing this wrong. What we're doing right here is putting a piece for that section. So that side's got to be smooth. Yeah, and it's always fun to do some freestyle building. I haven't done any for like a little while. It's just been a couple weeks. Like I built that path that I just showed you guys about 2 weeks ago, so it's not been too long since I've been building. like not doing building, but it's been just a little bit. So now you can kind of see this is what we'll do. It's going to be slightly rocky on this side, and then over here it's going to be hilly. It sounds funny saying rocky and hilly. My bucket of 2x4s is not 2x4s, 1x2 bricks is getting so slim. There we go. So I am super slim on the bricks for rock work, because I've used so much in my mountain that it's gonna be a little crazy. Don't know how I'll get enough pieces to do it, but it'll be fine. You always can use more Lego. Yeah, I love having the green in this. This build's going to look so much better having the green. Now, I don't like how harsh of a line we have right here. And using these pieces that I was talking about is going to be good, and we will use it. But let's do a little bit more almost chunky work to get this done. So by like throw in a couple of these, and I should have some 2x4s that I'm looking for, or 4x4s. No, I don't have too many. So I found some, but even just take that and then throw that piece. Boom, it's like kind of transitioning into it. So, and then also when we do this little rock work up over here for the little hill, all we have to do, well, I need some studs. So basically put that all right there. That actually looked better almost. Sorry, there we go. We're back in. Sorry for that little interruption. Because I'm just streaming off of my phone, and then someone called me, and I didn't know it would just shut everything down. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Then right here, we're gonna want some of that for sure. And also, because of how I have everything set up, I am not plugged in, and my batteries on my laptop that is streaming this is running low. So, but also I was planning to end around 4:30 my time, so I have about 10 minutes left on this, and so I think we'll be able to get some good progress done. But I wanted to get this full project done, so I have a little bit more time. So I'm going to give myself more time than what I was planning originally, and just to get it basically set up, because I really do want to show you all, like actually finish today, because all I have to do, throw a little bit of train, throw a little bit of those basically some rock work, plant life, and then we are good to go to just scatter it about with all our soldiers. And like that's all I'm looking for today. And so we can do that. Ooh, that's a good piece for right here. Just kind of let that fill it out. And then put some of this. Yeah, that's gonna be some good rock work. Even just throwing some of these things about of rocks. And then we need little plants. Ooh, this is where these pink plants are gonna look so good. Unlike this piece. Ooh. That looks sweet. So it's super simple to just throw in all this detailing. Takes a little bit of effort, but not too shabby at all. Especially with all of this stuff that we have already built. Because then this basically we're going to be throwing up there. Build a little bit more of that rock work up into there. And it's coming together. This is awesome. I love it. And the slope is definitely gonna, I might forego my slope plan, well, as much as I was thinking before, but all I really need to do is slap a bunch of these together and then give it some supports. It's always kind of tricky throwing it together. Like, how does it work? Now we need support under here because we have those 4 spots. And basically just build out a base plate, 16 by 16 area that we can attach. Ooh, this is a good one to just kind of put over here to meld some stuff together. And then like here's a neutral color that will give some depth as well, that little 2x4. It is coming together nice, slowly but surely. So I'm trying to do some speed building. Because we get that right there. Okay, that's basically almost a perfect size. We just need this to be about there. And then I'm liking that. See, this is just, it's given a good amount of depth. But I also want to continue it up to right here. No, sorry, let's get that out of the way. Just because I'm going to have a little bit of a ledge go up by a tad. So now let's just actually get this piece on here because I pretty much have it to where I want it. So that is going to need a piece that goes up right here. And that needs some of these. We can also throw some of this stuff in there. It feels kind of like mossy rock. I like that idea. Feel like that's going to work well. Sorry, I'm just checking if my time lapse was going. So I don't know why it stopped, but I just had to check that real quick. So now, yeah, this rock or this piece put right here. Then we just need to meld that together. Doom. So good. Yeah, I enjoy doing these sort of creations and just basically world building-esque, just building up a landscaping. And these, I don't have as much of this color, but I do want to add more. So I'm just, while it was on my mind, gonna add a little bit of that right there. Then that will give some good variety. And that can come right here. Now for this piece. Doing this sort of stuff though is always so tricky. Yeah, that goes right there. Because now it's just like, how do I get it? How do I make sure I get all the correct levels? So that in the back is 3 bricks tall. So you got to put that and then figure out where else. So it's going to stay 3 all the way to there. And let's add some support underneath because that's always necessary. So this is where we can use some funny looking colors that would not match the rest of the build. Like honestly, maybe these blues could, but just some simple stuff like adding in this work. And what we can really do is get it all basically now the same level. And so then we'll know what basically where we want everything to go. We can now just make a flat platform and it'll be easier for our measuring out. So that's there, and this one just needs one of these studs. And I want basically just a plate, one of these. Oh, I have the same color. Sweet. And then put that right there. Then we can just throw it all in. So yeah, that's gonna be good. And now we need everything to be, we just need some supports on this that are 2 studs and a brick tall. So we just take our brick and our studs, because we have tons of these, and then just throw them onto our key spots. Kind of a little bit. Alrighty, hey, thanks for chatting and sticking around House of Pool Tricks. So enjoy your sleep, and we'll see you later. It's always fun having whoever can join for however much time they can. And if you're still here, I'm hoping to post the video that this is for later today. So, but by the end of the week for sure. So just check back in the next couple days, and I'll have the it's going to be up so y'all can see this in its final form. Because I might throw a little bit of other stuff. Let's see, hopefully I did everything, all my measurements right. I think so. Nice. Look at that. It puts all together. Now I want just a little corner piece for up here. I wasn't planning for it to actually fit, but stick there. So there we go. Now it's basically filling in all these gaps is all we have to do. Like that one's going to be easy. And then some pieces. No, don't quite like that. Could throw this brick in there. Yeah, I like that. Well, no, just need to add our little supports. The combo of just one brick and then studs for however much we need. So good, I love it. Okay, now we basically just need some line right here. Let's throw this color, some browns. Ooh, I need some support right here. That's something was off. I don't know what. Oops, sorry guys. Don't know what's quite off, but I may have not measured quite correctly for this. So I thought we had it. But what is off? It turns out all of these 2 studs that I made are actually just 1 more brick. So that honestly is nice. We just need to slap some bricks on them. And then we will be set to go. Kind of does not make sense, but I'm just going to trust what I did. Okay. See, I've measured it right, but except for over here, it's not attaching how I was expecting either. So, oh no, it's stuck. Come up. Okay, so all I have to do, it's once again, easy fix. I keep saying that, but nothing's too challenging for a Lego master. I just call myself a Lego master. There is nothing I've done that's like technically made me a Lego master, but if you enjoy building and you build stuff, and if you think it looks awesome, then you can deem yourself a Lego master. Okay, now it's all squeaked away. And I can put a little piece in here. Awesome. Okay, well, I'm going to have to head out. It has been so fun having you all for this, well, what did I do? For this Lego building adventure. I will finish it up, get this created, and then you all be able to see it in the video that comes out later this week. My goal really is to get it done today, but I might have to finish it all up and post it tomorrow. Tomorrow morning's gonna be the next option, but that will be fine. So we'll see you later. Have a good rest of your day. And this will be the first time you've seen myself on the stream, but we will see you later. Goodbye. And go check out any of the videos that I have right now on the YouTube channel, because if you're wanting to just do more stuff, it is all right there, and there's so many fun Lego adventures that we've got on. So we will see you later.